One of my favorite websites, Talk News, reported on the 5th of March that the Kia EV6 appears as though it is headed towards becoming just another compliance car. A low volume selling EV that's just sort of there to look good. And I thought at the time, is this actually true? I mean, Kia is saying all the right things. They're saying this year they're going to ramp up EV sales big time. They're saying this year is the year of the World Car of the Year, the EV6. They're saying they're going to sell 3 times as many EV6s in Australia and in many other countries. So I thought, Talk News, are you sure about that? Well, it turns out they were very right. Hello, my friends. Sad to say, the Kia EV6 does appear to have become a compliance car. I love the EV6. This is why I'm sad. It is one of the best electric cars you can buy. The thing is awesome. I actually think it's better than heaps of cars, from expensive marquees. I think it's better than most BMW EVs you can buy. I think it's better than most Mercedes EVs you can buy. I mean, of course, I'm not including the cars like the EQS, which cost double the price, triple the price. But most models they sell, it is clearly a better car. The Kia EV6 is not a Kia. It's just a damn good electric car. Now, yes, there's been some, 12-volt battery issues, but aside from those, if you want to know about those, by the way, I'll put a link in the description to that video. EV6. When this story was reported on by Talk News, EV6 sales had declined by 39% in February of 2023. 39%, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, you'd think, right, Kia would have a bounce back month, but they didn't. We've just seen the sales figures for the United States. Kia EV6 sales are down a further 69% in March. So, what about here in my home country of Australia? People here love the EV6. I've seen a few of them getting around, and there's been a lot of praise for the EV6. Guess what? 40 was sold in February. Now, Kia said they would be prioritising the Australian car market. I'm not so sure, considering only 40 were actually delivered in February. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's just because they don't qualify anymore for the EV tax credits in the US. I mean, the $7,500, that's a big difference. Now, realistically, if that were the only reason, then why did Tesla sell a single car last year when they didn't qualify and Kia's cars did? That can't be the only reason. There's another reason it can't be the only reason. In fact, it's a damning reason. I'll get to that in a second. In March, Kia sold 71,300 vehicles, an increase of 20% year over year. That's in the United States. And that's its second highest monthly sales figure ever. Sales amounted to 184,000 for the first 3 months of the year, an increase of 22% year over year. In other words, Kia has had a great quarter. If you want to ignore the fact that most of the cars they sold were gasoline powered. And when I say most, I mean nearly all. Sales of the Kia EV6 continued to decrease, reaching only 988 units in the month of March, or 1.4% of Kia's total volume. 1.4%. Their best car only represents 1.4% of their volume. So that's a 69% decrease year over year. So far this year, 2,390 Kia EV6s have been sold in the United States. That's down 36% year over year. And it's only 1.8% of all cars that Kia actually sold this year. Now, to give you an idea of context, Inside EV says that during the 12 months of 2022, Kia sold a total of 20,498 EV6s in the United States, and an additional 8,209 Nero EVs, which in total is 28,700 vehicles. Now, I'm sure you've seen some of the videos, right? The EV6 blowing away supercars, beating supercars in these drag strip races. It's basically a family car. It's actually bigger than it looks. It's got a good size interior. So you're thinking to yourself, yeah, but this is just the United States. I'm sorry, it isn't. It's not just Australia either. The list of the 20 best-selling cars so far in the year, so far this year, for Europe was recently the top 20 best-selling electric cars. Top 20. So maybe Kia hasn't been doing so well there either. And you might think, well, a little bit of a fall would be fair enough. But unfortunately, Kia are not even in the top 20. Now, it wouldn't be a hard number to crack. I mean, Tesla sold 17,300 Model Ys, right? The 19th placed Mini Cooper EV delivered 2,278. Kia only needed to deliver 2,279 vehicles to come in 20th place, or even to come in 19th place. They only had to deliver 2,277 vehicles. That's not very many, but they didn't manage it. So this is the US. This is Europe. What about China? Well, Kia says it will at some point this year sell the EV6 in China, but it's a saturated car market. It's not even on sale there at all. And Kia is not really known as being a luxury or even a mid-priced brand in China. In fact, they're not really known in China at all. So there are zero sales in China. Now, sales for March have just been revealed for many months for many countries in Europe. I've reported on many of those. Tesla was first in 10 out of 11 countries. In fact, it's now 11 because sales have just come through for France, where Tesla delivered 6,500 electric cars. In second place was the Dacia Spring with 3,481. Kia does sell the EV6 in France. Unfortunately, it wasn't in their top 20 best-selling EVs either. Nor was it in Norway's, nor was it in Germany's. What on earth has happened to the EV6? I'm sad. I love this car. You can see I really think it's a great car, and I'm sad to see it appearing to have simply become a compliance car. Is this because Kia is losing too much money per car? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye-bye.